Hello, everybody, and welcome to This Is Not Legal Advice. I am your host, TINLA, on this fine, it's Friday, and I love. I am doing a all signs reading. Go ahead and do this in a random fashion as dictated by the universe. So this is not going to be straight through Aries to Pisces, as you might normally see. It's going to be whatever the universe dictates, and I have 4 different styles of piles here for each of the cards. As I flip them, I will bookmark them in the comments for you or in the description of this video. I'm really excited about it. And there'll be some extra special news at the end of each of the readings. So let's go ahead and get started. So first one we're going to do is Sagittarius. All right, so the first pile here, we're going to look at what is going on with Sagittarius' person. So if you are Sagittarius sun, moon, or rising, this is for you. I am super excited to be here with you tonight. I hope you're having a beautiful night. It's almost a new moon. Let's take a look. What is going on with Sagittarius's person, Spirit? What is going on with Sagittarius's person? I'm really excited to be here. If you feel like I'm taking too long, feel free to hold the button and fast forward. I will try to expedite this as much as I can, but Spirit's going to spirit. What are you going to do? I'm also very excited. I have this brand new camera set up. All right, let's see. What is going on with the person on Sagittarius's mind on this? It's Friday. I am in love. Or am I in love, rather? Okay. Give me just one moment while I look at this. Wow. Okay, Sagittarius. So it seems to me that your person is really in love with you with this Ace of Cups energy, and they want to come forward and tell you this. This is somebody new, Sagittarius, because we have the Six of Cups in reverse, which normally Six of Cups is like a reuniting energy, someone from the past. I'm not seeing that here. I'm seeing somebody who is relatively new to you, but they are really bound and determined to come in with this Knight of Wands and the Chariot on this side. So they're coming in hot and heavy for you. They are like, they're wanting it all. And look at this Queen of Cups. I mean, this is just an outpouring of energy. This person is definitely someone who, for better or worse, is coming in, like I said, hot and heavy. They have a lot of love to give. And with the Knight of Wands, though, I would be a little bit careful because this is someone who might be driven more by passion or desire for you than they are by actual, like, long-term, long-lasting love. So, again, seeing like lone wolf energy, but, they're looking for almost like an explosion of passion and love. So it could be very well, of course, Sagittarius, that you feel this way too. But just be a little cautious if this person comes in or when they come in, that they are, I'm not saying they're being disingenuous about their feelings. I think they are, but they may not be fully prepared for like a long-term relationship. I mean, we'll see about that in a second. But with respect to the Ace of Cups, I'm looking at this eye here. You've got this green eye, which makes me think like the green eye of jealousy. So this person could very well be seeing you with somebody else in your life and be wondering, what you're up to, and maybe that's encouraging them to make their move. You could be someone I'm hearing and feeling like you just got out of a relationship and they're seeing that and they're like they're going to take their chance and shoot their shot. So I would ask Spirit, what's next for Sagittarius? What's next for Sagittarius? While I'm waiting on that for Spirit to speak, I would point out here we've got my website that's just been launched, tinlatarot.com. On there, you can book private readings. We're going to go ahead and have membership zones for joining the firm, as I'm calling it. This is not legal advice for shareholder level, associate, and paralegal. All right, so what's next for my beautiful Sagittarians? We have Ace of Pentacles, Four of Swords, the Fool, Queen of Wands, and Queen of Swords. Okay. So Sagittarius, as I said, I'm seeing that this person is making you a substantial offer, just like a little something, but there's like a lot more behind it and something coming forward from there. You, Sagittarius, I'm feeling are in this like healing energy. You're looking within with this mirror energy. You are coming to terms with like lots of different challenges in your life that you're working to get past, and you feel like you're almost sort of free from whatever these challenges might be, whether they're in work or with other individuals, family members, friends. So you're sitting pretty. You're coming into your own like intuition. It almost looks like the same person here with the hairstyle and whatnot. And the Queen of Wands is almost like a witchy, intuitive energy. So it seems to me, Sagittarius, that you are embracing this change in your life. You're kind of coming out of your shell here. This person's offering you something. They're coming forward with all of this we talked about before, offering you something that you perceive as maybe worth coming out of your shell for. You're willing to do that. You're sitting in an energy of truth and of intuition, and I think you're going to use your discernment for that. And I'd like to take a look at what advice spirit has for you, because again, I'm looking at this Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands combo, and it tells me that you are somebody who is integrating your intuition with your intellect and your discernment. And as much as you may want to take a full-on chance here, you are a little bit cautious. Let's take a look here. We have the Empress. You're sitting in your power. The Empress is like a combination of all of the queens. We already have, as we said, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands. The only thing we haven't seen is the Queen of Pentacles with that practical energy. So it says to me that you are somebody, Sagittarius, who is not as grounded maybe as you could be. You're a little bit head in the clouds, but your energy is centered. Go ahead and quote that song for me. Seven of Wands energy. You're sticking to your guns a little bit. You're holding your energy in. So I'm seeing that you're in your very much your own power, your own strength, your own discernment, and you are putting up some boundaries here. I think Spirit's telling you to just hold your ground, know who you are, and when this person comes in, use that discernment to let you know how much of your guard should you let down, how much should you let this person in. Maybe take it slow. I'm hearing like take it slow. So let's see what this person would say to you, Sagittarius, if they could speak to you right now. And while I'm pulling these cards of from Spirit, thank you. I want to tell you that if you are one of the first 5 individuals who use the promo code Let's Talk 100, I'll put that in the description box below. You can get a free 30-minute reading with me by booking at tinlatarot.com. If you use Welcome 50 in your first 10 people, you get 50% off a 30-minute reading. Again, tinlatarot.com. I love helping people, and I look forward to speaking with you. So let's take a look. What else, if anything, Spirit, would this person say to my Sagittarius viewers? Let's take a look. Anything else, Spirit? We got a couple cards, and it seems like that's it. This person, again, right now, very quiet in your energy, but like I said, I feel them charging forward in the very near future. Okay, so this person, I can feel that strong bond we share on a soul level and trust. So this person almost saying they're on their way, and there's a very strong feeling they have. Again, that energy here we were talking about, where they're charging in, they're ready to come in, and they're encouraging you to trust them. And again, I would encourage you, and Spirit, I think it would encourage you, Sagittarius, to not just trust them blindly, but trust yourself and your intuition, your discernment, your intellect, the things that you've experienced in life. Don't be held back by it. In that Four of Swords energy, come out of that a little bit, but don't forget who you are and the Empress that you are. Whether you're female, male, is irrespectively of that. You're somebody who's sitting in your power. You're a creator. You're somebody who is bringing great things into this world. Like we had the Chariot come out again, just pop out when I was shuffling for the next round with somebody different. So I see this coming in very quickly for you, Sagittarius, maybe even before Valentine's Day, I'm feeling. So exciting news. I love that for you. Let's move on to our next group. Here we have Leo, another fire sign. All right, Leo, let's see what's up. Leo. Thank you for joining me, Leo. Look at that. You are ready to go. We're going to look at, before I turn that over, what's going on with the person on your mind, Leo. And we're going to get to what advice Spirit might have for you, what's next, what would this person say to you if they were speaking to you. I am going through, again, in a random order, or an order that Spirit dictates in the tarot, or excuse me, in your sun signs. It could be sun, it could be moon, it could be your ascending. Take it as it resonates, leave the rest, and I'll have a special message in just a minute. So Spirit, telling more about who this person is and what's going on for Leo. We have the Strength card, which is your card, Leo. I mean, it's got the lion right on there. That is you. Amazing. 2 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, the Devil, the Page of Cups, and the Star. So a lot of major arcana. First and foremost, I'd like to say that it seems to me, Leo, that you are up for some big changes in your love life here. You have somebody in your life who's holding back. They're holding back because they feel like they're faced with a very difficult choice that they don't want to make. this feels to me, the swords are of course air energy anyway, but I'm feeling like very Libra energy where somebody can't decide between two options. And so they're kind of at a standstill and they really want to be fair with the Six of Pentacles. They really want to have equal give and take. I mean, you can see um, these scales of justice in there kind of reinforcing that equality, that need for balance. So, this person is really interested in you and they see you as very beautiful as you are, I'm sure, Leo, with great hair and great everything. Um, but they're stalled out because they feel like they can't give you an equal give and take right now. And so instead of moving, they're just kind of sitting there. But with the devil and the Page of Cups and the star, this is somebody who, very much um, is tempted by you, is finds you very appealing, very alluring. They want to offer this cup of love to you. But what I'm seeing here is it's almost like with this metallic looking face, someone who is, again, stuck in their ways. I'm thinking like Tin Man energy from, the Wizard of Oz, where, this person doesn't have a heart, or you might see this as somebody who doesn't have a heart. Maybe you've talked to them and you feel like you're interested in them, but they're not moving. They're not expressing the same things that you are. Like you almost might feel a little bit rejected. But in truth, this person is very interested in you, sees you as a very big temptation, and is hopeful here with the star card that you are interested in them, and that the stars, if you will align so that you could come together. So this person, not necessarily making the bold moves I think that you would like. Quite honestly, I'm seeing some frustration on your part. What's next, Spirit? What's next in this hypothetical connection between, Leo and the person on Leo's mind? What's next, Spirit? We have the Fool, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so honestly, Leo, I'm feeling like by the time this person is ready, willing, and able to make the leap toward you, you're going to be like, I'm done with you. I'm over it. Like, I am in my own power. I've had to get myself situated because I sat here waiting for you to make a decision. You couldn't do that. So I'm going to go my own way towards something more stable, where I know what's coming around the corner and I'm not just sitting here waiting for you to make a decision. So you're almost like here, you're sending that person away. They're making that leap toward you and you're like, no, too late, my friend, too late. So what is Spirit's advice to Leo? Spirit, what's advice to Leo on this? What is the advice to Leo? While I'm getting the advice, just as you can see here, tinlatarot.com is my new website. It has just launched. On there, you can book readings. You can, I'm going to be going ahead and launching the firm, as I'm calling it, with shareholder, associate, and paralegal membership levels with extra content. I'm looking forward to seeing you there, and I'll give you some codes in a second. We have Ace of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and Ten of Pentacles in the advice. And again, remember I said that we were talking about Knight of Pentacles. You're going towards somebody who is more stable and more clearly articulating their feelings toward you, Leo. So, this is somebody, Spirit's advice is hold on for the person who's willing to make you the offer of the long-term stability you want. This is a lot of Pentacles energy. We have Pentacles here, here, here. You're in a very much frame of mind where you are over the drama and you want something clear cut and straightforward. And I think Spirit is saying, hold on to that hope, with the star card, hold on to the hope for the person that's willing to make you the offer you want, that long-term stability. And I think you can have that. So, Leo, I think basically whoever's on your mind right now, you're going to get frustrated with them. What's gonna you're gonna get frustrated. They're not gonna do what you want them to do. But it's up to you ultimately whether you want to wait around for this person or whether you want to tell them, a la Queen of Swords, to buzz off so you can go towards something more stable. All right. What would this person say to my beautiful Leos? Leo, also, if you use code Let's Talk 100, you're one of the first 5 people. You can get a free 30-minute reading with me. If you're not one of the first 5, but the first 10, you get welcome 50 is your code. I'll put this in the description. 50% off of a first 30-minute reading. Love to help out. Excited to help out. Ghosted. I'm sorry I disappeared. I needed to get away and clear my head. Very on par here. Someone, like I said, holding back, not giving you the confirmation you need. Burning heart. Let's see. I keep hoping to bump into you everywhere I go. Again, this person is almost waiting for like fate to take the wheel so they don't have to make a choice. They don't have to move. They're not a very assertive person. And Leo, I'm seeing you as wanting someone who's way more assertive and way more stable and confident. Confident is the word I'm feeling for you. Any more spirit on what this person would say to Leo? No, I'm not seeing anything else they would want to say to you, which doesn't even surprise me because, as I said from the beginning here, this is somebody who's not coming forward. They're not willing to express themselves. They are kind of like, almost like I said, waiting for a universe to take the wheel, and let things unfold as they may. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. What I'm saying is, you, Leo, I think, are looking for somebody that is a little bit different, a little more confident, a little more ready to approach you and give you the stability that you want and need instead of guessing at what they want. Okay, let's see who's next. Thank you so much, Leo. We have Aries. Well, we got our 3 fire signs in a row. Let's see what Aries is up to. Aries, Spirit, tell me what is going on with the person in Aries' mind on this fine It's Friday, Am I in Love reading. Aries, what is going on with my Aries friends? Let's see. Aries, Aries, Aries. What is going on with my Aries friends? Thank you so much for joining me again, Aries. You are much appreciated. And again, I am TINLA at This Is Not Legal Advice. We're going to get some cards on what's going on with the person you're thinking of. Person on Aries' mind, Spirit. What is going on? Oh my goodness. Okay. Give me just a minute. I want to process this. What is going on with the person in Aries' mind? Okay, Aries, the person that you're thinking about right now is definitely thinking about coming forward and sparking something with you in a reunion, but they're not going to do it right now. They're in this lack of motion energy, and Five of Swords. They're a little defensive with it. You know, they're nervous. They're somebody again. They're thinking about coming toward you. They want to see some change here. They want to again come forward with this Chariot energy, mirroring this sort of Ace of Wands, and they want to have this reunion again, a mirroring here between the Judgment reunion, the Three of Cups reunion. And I do think they want change, but they're not doing it. So the person you're asking about, you know, if you're asking like, hey, Timla, are they interested in me? Yeah, they're interested. Yeah, they want to see change, but something about the situation, it makes me feel like you had a relationship with them and there was a falling out. And although they want to approach you and have a reunion with you, so this is somebody you already know, maybe already had a relationship with, they are not coming forward. And I want to know what is next. I'm sure you do too. Like, what is next? Like, I see you, Aries, as being very frustrated, as being very like lost in the sauce, right? Is what I'm feeling. Where you don't know, is this person interested in me? Why aren't they saying anything? I feel like you're almost feeling abandoned by this person because you're not seeing any action, any motion. But it's not because they're not interested. I think they're very much interested. Show me, Spirit, what's next for my beautiful Aries folks? There we go. Thank you. Queen of Wands in reverse, the Star, the Queen of Cups, Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is absolutely the same. I mean, what's next is, this person is not trusting their intuition, not feeling their gut, not going with their gut. They're kind of rejecting that. I feel like inside they know that they want to come forward and have this chance with you, but they're not following that. I mean, they're hopeful in one respect and they have a lot of love to give, but they're stuck in their heads. And they're worried about what you're going to do or what they're going to say, how you're going to respond. They have all this love to pour out, but they're not doing it. They're not pouring out that love. They're holding back because they don't know how you're going to respond. Again, they're hopeful, they have love, but they're stuck. They're like really trapped in their minds and they're worried and they're not following that intuition. They're nervous, which again is really frustrating for you. And I get that. What spirit advice would you give to my Aries watchers, my Aries collective that is viewing this? And I know it's Friday when I'm recording this and publishing it, but whenever this finds you, if it speaks to you, it speaks to you, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. Leave it where it is. But visit me at tinlatarot.com. I just launched my website. On there, you can book some readings. I'm going to have my membership tiers. You can join the firm, as I'm calling it, at shareholder, associate, or paralegal level, where there'll be extra content. And I'm going to give you some promo codes in just a minute. But in the meantime, Spirit, what advice, if any, would you give to Aries? I'm feeling, by the way, you, Aries, you're very self-assured. You almost like don't need Spirit's advice. You're frustrated and you're over it, but you're here. So let's find out. The Empress, yeah, you're going to sit in your power. Queen of Swords, your truth. You're defensive. And Page of Cups, like you still have like a little bit of love. Like you still are like offering that. You're willing to do this. You're willing to be like, hey, if you come forward, you give me that little bit of love. It's a struggle and I'm about to give up. I'm feeling like I'm about to give up energy. And so Spirit's saying, look, yes, continue to do you, sit in your power, sit in your truth. Don't give up just yet. Keep that little bit of hope alive. Keep that offer of love open, because this person could very well come in. They could overcome their fears and say something to you that might change your mind. So don't shut down completely, is what I'm feeling. I mean, again, keep in mind, you and your Empress power, your Queen of Swords power, you're looking this way, right? These folks are looking this way. These cats in this deck looking this way. And the Nine of Wands, Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, they're all looking this way. So it's almost like Spirit saying, don't completely shut this person out. Keep the other side open. What would this person say to my Aries viewers outside of saying, if you use code Let's Talk 100, and you're one of the first 5 people, you get a free 30-minute read at my website, tinlatarot.com. It's going to be in the description box below. Or welcome 50 if you're one of the first 10 people, and you get 50% off your first 30-minute reading. Anyway, what is this person going to say? What would they say to my Aries? Okay. Anything else? Yeah. Oh, quite a bit. All right. We've got you hurt me. Everything that happened hurt me so much. I need more time to heal. Again, I told you this is somebody something where there was a falling out. We talked about that, remember? I ran because I wasn't ready for you. I had a crush on you from the very start. Okay, so again, somebody you've been with, somebody they ran away, you hurt them, or at least they felt like you hurt them, whether you intended to or not. And I'm hearing like, no, I didn't. Well, they felt like you did. And they have a crush on you. They care about you. They're interested in you, and they have been. And I think they still are. But, the question is, Aries, what are you going to do? Are you going to shut down? Are you going to run away? Or are you going to keep an open energy that allows this person to come forward? Anything else? Anything else? Even the way the cards are coming out, it's like this person, they want to come forward. See, every now and again, like they'll just pop out with a card, but it takes a little bit of energy here. Let me go in reverse. Okay. I don't normally read these in reverse, but it came out that way. You deserve all the good things in the world. And right now I'm not in a space to give you the type of connection you deserve. Live your life and let me go. So this person, again, it came out in reverse. I think that they are acting like they want you to let go, or they are going to let go, but they don't really, really want that. That's not a genuine card. It's almost like, again, that's the impression that you are both giving each other, but it's not true. Oh my gosh, I just said it's not true. And is it true came up. I heard you were dating someone. Is it true? Please tell me it isn't. So this goes back to the nervousness this person is feeling. They're really scared to come forward. They've been hurt. They don't know whether you feel a certain kind of way about them. They're acting like they want to be let go by you, but they really don't. And they have a crush on you. They really like you, Aries. And you make them nervous for some reason. And I think it has to do with whatever conflict you guys had in the past. And given the type of cards we're looking at, I don't even think it was a serious conflict in terms of like, something like, oh, you were with them and they cheated on you, or, they hurt you physically or mentally or emotionally. Like, this is not something that substantial. It's almost like a minor disagreement that for whatever reason just kind of blew things up. But anyway, Aries, that's what I have for you. Thanks for sticking around. Visit my website, tinlatarot.com. Let's see who's next. We have Taurus. All right, Taurus, thank you for joining me, my beautiful Taurans. Earth energy for stability. We love it. We love to see it. Taurus, this is TINLA at This Is Not Legal Advice, and your Friday Am I in Love reading. All signs. What's going on? If you are Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, this is for you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. What is going on with a person on Taurus's mind? Okay. We've got Queen of Swords, King of Cups, the Moon, Temperance, the Emperor, and Nine of Cups. All right, Taurus, give me just 1 second while I look at these cards and tell you what's going on here. Spirit, tell me what's going on with a person on Taurus's mind. Okay, all right, Taurus. You've got somebody on your hands here who is very much in their power. They're in their Queen of Swords energy. They're coming across like they're large, they're in charge, they're handling their business. And what I'm feeling here, Taurus, is you are somebody who is normally very stable, very grounded, right? That's your Taurian energy. But this person's like throwing you off kilter by what you're perceiving as them being cold to you. But the reality is that underneath this Queen of Swords, they have a King of Cups. They have a deep, deep well of feeling for you, and they're hiding it with this moon. They're hiding this desire to have this connection with you. And so they're coming across as very cold and regimented, in this Emperor energy. And I see that at the end of the day, what they really do want, like you're their wish fulfillment with this Nine of Cups. Like they really do care about you, Taurus. They are somebody who, like I said, on the surface, like the crispy outside, the crunchy exterior, is very, again, self-assured, but within is this like soft candy center of love that's hidden, and this desire for you, this interest in having a very stable relationship with you. But right now, all you're seeing is this emperor, this very stubborn energy, when in reality, you are their wish fulfillment. Tell me, Spirit, what's next for my Taurus folks outside of them visiting tinlatarot.com to book a reading and check out the website? What is next? Of course, they're liking, subscribing, and sharing because Taurus people are just very sharing and giving and loving that way. Oh my goodness, look at that. What a mess. See, what a mess. Two of Wands. What's next? It's a mess. Six of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Nine of Wands. Nine of Swords. Lots of nines and sixes, okay? But not a lot of major arcana here. This is very slow. This is very subtle. This is not dramatic big moves, right? This is what's coming next is not a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. This person is really stuck. They're really stuck in their head about what to do here. I feel like they actually might have two choices. And I'm feeling it's not even a choice between two people. It's a choice between something like focusing on work versus focusing on you. I'm even feeling like this could be a connection that is based in work, where maybe you work with them or you are work adjacent to them. Um, but they are, this person's like almost like stabbing themselves. I mean, they are, but I can't say stuff in the eyeballs. Like they don't want to see the truth. They're trying to like force you out of their head, because what they really want is this victory with you, with this stability, with this even give and take. But they're not ready yet. They have this struggle that they're dealing with, this nightmare, this fear. And so instead of coming forward, this person is almost like trying to purge you from their minds. Which is, I understand, very painful for you, Taurus. And I'm really, actually, I want to give you a hug. I'm sorry for what's happening here, because this person is just really hiding behind this tough exterior. If it's any comfort, I do think they care for you. I do think they love you. I do think they're interested in you, but for whatever reason, they're holding back, and they are afraid. And so they're maybe relying on their jobs here to prevent this relationship. What advice, Spirit, do you have for my Taurans? Ace of Wands. Let's see what else. What advice, Spirit, for my Taurus watchers? What advice, please? Thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate you being here. It means a lot. Okay, let's see. The Empress and the Four of Pentacles. I'm hearing like Heart Hold On. It's a techno song. It's a song about like don't give up. And I'm seeing that the advice here is take some action, spirit, oh my Lord, Taurus, toward yourself. I mean, the Empress is ruled by Venus, and Venus rules both Taurus and Libra. So it's energy of don't lose yourself being worried about this person. Take action for yourself, care for yourself. One more, please. The Lovers. Yeah, you got a choice here. Um, you have to make that decision. Are you going to get mired down and bogged down by worrying about what this person who's giving you this like cold shoulder energy, what they're doing? Or are you going to take that energy and focus on you and your life and your strength, and hold on to who you are and what you want in this life? And then I'm seeing like love will come to you, right? It's painful. It sucks, right? I just said that it sucks. And look, strength in reverse. You're feeling weak because High Priestess, you don't know what's going on, right? You want stability, Ten of Pentacles, but you're not getting it. And you feel like you're weak. You feel like they're weak. It's just, the struggle is real. That's the theme for you, my dear. I'm sorry. I wish I had better news. I really do. I'd like to know what they would say. While Spirit's going through that, I just have to let you know, Taurus, if you'd like a private reading with me, you can go on to tinlatarot.com, book that reading. The first 5 people who do so using code Let's Talk 100, it's going to be in the description box below. Get a free 30-minute reading. If you use code WELCOME50, the first 10 people there get 50% off a 30-minute reading. Anywho, look at that in reverse. This person, it's simple, really, in reverse. I want to come back after I get a couple more, if Spirit is willing. What would this person say to Taurus? And then what? What's happening? What's happening? What are you doing to my Taurus friends here? What do you want to say to my Taurus friends? Anything else? These people are playing mind games with you. I'm sorry, Taurus. They are, though. Yeah, look at these mind games, okay? I mean, this person's gaslighting you. They're gaslighting you. I mean, look at this. Look at this. In simple, really in reverse, okay? So it says, how do I feel? I want you, us forever. But it's in reverse, right? So they're acting like they don't care. But then they say, I want to reach out to you. Sometimes I feel like you deserve so much better than me. Boo hoo, cry me a river. Oh, but you're my soulmate. It must be written in the stars. Like this person's giving you a lot of mixed messages, Taurus. And, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to stick up for yourself? Are you going to hold your ground? Look at that. Okay. Another card. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. This person doesn't know, honestly. I don't think they're malicious. There's a phrase though. They don't know their butts from their elbows. Okay, it's a different word, but they don't know their butts from their elbows. I mean, they're all manner of confused, and I think they're confusing you, and I understand why. One day they're acting hot, one day they're cold, and it's frustrating. And I'm sorry I don't have their answer, but Spirit is saying, you're worth more than that. Focus on you. Focus on your life. You are deserving of all good things, and I do believe that's going to come to you. So Taurus, that's what I have, my dears. Thank you for joining me. Stick around if you want. All right, let's find out, Spirit, who's next? Who is next in the roster here? We have Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you're up. Incidentally, we are entering Aquarius season, so you're up in more ways than one, my dears. Thank you so much for joining me on This Is Not Legal Advice. I am, again, TINLA. Aquarius, let's see what you got cooking. What is going on with the person on Aquarius's mind on this fine It's Friday, Am I in Love reading? Again, it's a timeless reading, so whenever you find it is when you find it. But anyway, if you're an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, this is for you, my dears. What is going on with the person on Aquarius's mind? All right. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Devil in reverse, Five of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Lovers. All right. Give me just a second, Aquarius, while I take a look at this and feel what this is about. Okay, Aquarius, I'm feeling like the person on your mind is torn between completely giving up on love and not. And I say that because the devil in reverse says to me that they're letting go of an obsession. And since I'm asking about love, I'm assuming that's going to be love, okay? And we have the noose here along with the hanged man here, so very like mirroring on that, where there's delay, there's indecision, there's changing of perspectives needed. And with the Five of Swords, it's defensive energy. So it's like there's defensiveness, there's holding on with this Four of Pentacles, but there's also this optimistic Queen of Cups locked in here. And the Hanged Man, change of perspective, delays, and the Lovers, a choice. So your person is, I think, very torn. Do they hold on to the concept of love? Do they hold on to the concept of love? Do they give up? They change their perspective. What choice do they make? So they're, I hate to say it, like very nonchalant appearing to you, um, because they don't know. I feel like this person is trying to let go of any kind of obsession they have with you, any kind of um, sort of, I don't want to say demons, but like addictions they might have. And maybe they've been, very la Robert Palmer, addicted to love before, and they're trying not to do that. But I just don't know if they want to take a chance. There's a lot of duality here, even in the concept of love. What's next for the person on Aquarius's mind and Aquarius? What's next? Spirit, what's next? All right, let's find out. All right, what's next? Four of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, Strength, and the Tower. Interesting. You've got a lot of major arcana here, by the way, Aquarius, which says to me this is very powerful energy. Queen of Wands, by the way. Um, while I'm thinking about this and listening for Spirit's guidance, Aquarius, feel free to check out tinlatarot.com. It's my website where you can book a reading. I'm going to have membership tiers available. You can join the firm, if you will, as a shareholder, associate, or paralegal standby for discount codes. This person, what's next is they want stability. They want something pure and sure. they're hoping that they have the strength to make a change. Like something dramatic is happening in their lives where maybe for the first time they're having to rely on their intuition and take that chance because ultimately they do want stability, and the tides are turning with them. I'm feeling like this person might be a Leo or fire sign, but there's this person's going through a very big period of growth. Again, with all the major arcana and the Wheel of Fortune with the Tower, this is an expansion energy. It's an energy of growing, of changing, of something new and different. And so I do think this person may choose, again, we talked about this person being torn here. I think they may choose to settle down after a period of really dramatic upheaval in their lives. Like they may see um, significant changes in their family life, I'm feeling specifically. Maybe they had an idea of what love looked like before, and that is shifting. Maybe they have parents who they thought had a happy relationship but are getting divorced, or somebody they looked up to in a relationship sense that it's different than they expected, and it's causing them to have a changed worldview. They're leaving it behind here. It's like a, again, it's like a massive change with the hanged man right here. You're seeing a change in perspective, right? Massive shifts in perspective. That's how I'm seeing that. And with the Queen of Wands and the Lovers, I mean, they're choosing their intuition. They're choosing to follow their heart. What advice, Spirit, do you have for my Aquarians who are watching? My Aquarian friends on this fine Friday in January, almost new moon energy, approaching Aquarius season. Happy birthday, Aquarius, coming up. What advice? I'm hearing like, I don't want your advice, Spirit. This person's annoying, and why won't they decide? Very Libra, by the way. Why won't they decide? Why won't they decide? All right, what's the advice, Spirit? What's the advice to my resistant Aquarians who are like, I don't even believe in tarot. Anyway, Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, Eight of Cups, and one more, please. Eight of Wands. Okay. All right. Again, 8-8. By the way, I did say I thought this was a Leo energy. 8-8 would be August 8th, which is Leo energy, as is 8-6. 6-1 is Gemini. But, um, you know, the advice here is take action. Take action. You will be successful if you take action and leave your doubts behind. This is all a lot of energy of movement with the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. There's a lot of movement here. And again, I'm seeing like you've been through a lot with the Eight of Cups. I mean, look at this bridge. It's torn, it's broken, it's not burned. There's still hope for the future, but there are some major hurdles for you. You want a victory, you want to take action, but you're very nervous, honestly, um, about what this looks like. And I'm seeing the universe say, like, take that leap of faith with the Eight of Cups. Like, don't, um, there's this big gap here, right? And you have to like leap to the other side. The moral of the story is like there is another side. There still is another side here for you. You just need to be brave enough to take that leap, right? Two of Swords, it's this energy of don't get stuck, right? If you imagine you're like you've got all this motion here, and you've got these colors kind of bleeding into these swords. Like, don't let that, like, your emotions overtake you such that you get stalled out. Like, you want to take the action and you're nervous with the cups. The cups is emotional energy. Keep moving, keep moving. This is movement. Keep moving. Take the leap. Keep going, right? The Star, have hope. Six of Pentacles, it's going to come into balance. Knight of Wands, more action energy. Okay. The Death in reverse, right? This is energy of, um, death is an energy of like massive change on your part. And I think that you're feeling like you need to make this big, huge change. But King of Pentacles, you don't need to be different. You are great the way you are. You just need to move. This person's not moving. This person's not making choices. They don't know what they want to do, but you do. And so don't give up. Hold on. You've got this. Like, I'm just feeling a really big energy of don't get stalled out yourself just because they're stalled out, right? You've been through it, but don't let that, having gone through it, hold you back. All right, what would they say to my Aquarians? By the way, I would say use code Let's Talk 100 for a free 30-minute reading if you're one of the first 5 people to use that code, or welcome 50 first 10 people to use that code, get 50% off a 30-minute reading. If you go to tinlatarot.com and use that code, I will drop it in the description. Anyway, what would this person say? Enough of my spiel. I just love helping people, and I would love to do personal readings for my viewers. All right. What would this person say, assuming they had the guts to say it? Nothing really makes sense without you. Yeah, again, they're wandering lost. They don't know what to do. Nothing really makes sense without you. And, you know, Aquarians, you are big thinkers, you know, big picture people. Like you're always exploring and you know, expanding on concepts and theories. And I love that about you guys. Focused on money. I'm currently focusing on my careers and finances. My main priority is financial stability, right? So this person might be hiding, you know, a lot of their indecision and their true feelings um, by focusing on their career, on their money, you know, so they're coming across cool, calm, and honestly indifferent, nonchalant, if you will. And I think you want them to be a little more, you know, chalant. Any more? Anything else this person would want to say to my Aquarians? I feel like something flipped, but I can't be sure. One second. By the way, I've split my massive mega combination decks into 4 here. That's what we're getting. I feel tired of hiding my true feelings from you. Again, what did I just say? They were hiding their feelings behind this focus on money. You're so beautiful inside and out. You know, Aquarius, I think they see you as the great person that you are. And I think that's what keeps you in their orbit. You know, you want to stay in that orbit, that energy of this person actually, there's something magnetic about them, you know? Let's see. I'm scared that I can't give you everything you deserve. I mean, that's what I said. You know, this person, you know, they're so scared that they're stalled out. And I think that they think so highly of you, Aquarius, that they're like down on themselves. So, you know, you have to decide for yourself, are you going to take action or are you going to get stalled out too? I think they're waiting for you to take action. And I don't think that's a bad thing in terms of like, you have the power to take that action if you want to. And what I think Spirit is saying is if you take that action, you're going to be successful. Okay. All right, that's what I have for my beautiful Aquarians. I hope to see you on the website, book a reading. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy birthday. We'll talk soon. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to our next group. We're almost halfway done with our all signs love reading. Let's find out who is next. Who is next? Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, let's do it. Let's do the thing, Scorpio. Welcome to This Is Not Legal Advice, Scorpio. I am TINLA. I am your host, and I just feel like a sassy energy already. Okay, thank you for joining me. I love you guys. You are so fun and yet so serious. It's like quite the dichotomy. Anyway, all right, Scorpio, what's going on with the person on your mind? What's going on? Oh, they are. Anything else, Spirit? What's going on with the person in Scorpio's mind? Oh wow, they are. Woo! This person is really in your face, Scorpio. I don't even know how you're feeling about that. All right, we got the Page of Wands in reverse. This is the Ten of Wands in reverse. Death in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. Six of Pentacles in the upright. And the Nine of Swords reversed. Okay, this person, I mean, look at how many reversals we have. Just out of the gate, I'm saying this person has got you all upside down in your feelings. Like you, I'm feeling, Scorpio, you're somebody, you try to be very neutral. You try to be very measured and calm. And you know, I know that Scorpios, you guys get a reputation for being like very emotional and what have you. But, you know, I feel like this person really flipped you on your head. Like you thought you had them figured out, but you don't. You really don't. Um, this is a person. This person is very confusing to you because I feel like this person is someone you know who came in hot and heavy and then stopped. This is somebody who is not taking action. They feel like it feels to you like they've given up, like they're not willing to make a move, not willing to take action. They are not making choices here. Uh, you know, they might feel like they're being reasonable, they're being calm, they're at peace, you know, but you're not. And I think it's infuriating, honestly. I think you are infuriated with this person. I think this person, what I'm feeling is like I don't want to say tricked you, but like led you to believe that there was something here between the two of you. And then you like, or like, okay, let's do this. And then they stopped being like showing interest in you. It appeared to you like they ghosted you is what I'm feeling. Like they ghosted you. They left you. Um, and that sucks. Like what's next? What's next in this messed up situation that Scorpio finds himself in? And by the way, death is your card, Scorpio. And you're in reverse. So I feel like that's another thing that confirms for me, like you feel like everything's being flipped on you. Like you thought it was all good and you're just being like really like you're really spiraling. You're really spiraling. I'm sorry to say. I feel like you are. But what's next? Please do like, share, subscribe, etc., etc. TINLAtarot.com is my website. You can book a reading there. You can join as a member when I get that going, as a member of the firm, as I'm calling it, the firm. You can be a shareholder, associate, or paralegal. But this person, let me tell you, you're the first group that has had all these cards coming out like this, and it just seems to me this person's very like, I don't want to say loud, but they are definitely vocal. So while I feel like they ghosted you, I also feel like they're the kind of person who would say something like, "Well, I told you I didn't want anything serious." All right, Seven of Wands. What's next? Knight of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Eight of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Oh, Scorpio. Oh, my dear. What's next? I feel like you're trying to make it like keep a cool head. Like you're putting up your boundaries. You're holding your own. You're trying to take a stand and show like, yeah, you ghosted me. I'm not going to message you first. You don't know me, right? But you really do want to offer something stable. And I think in a way you're hoping like, hey, if I hold my ground and I show this person how I don't really need them, it's almost like a weird backhanded way of offering something stable where you're like putting on a show of it. I mean, I'm seeing like with this Three of Cups, it's like you're almost like posting on social media, like, look at the great time that I'm having. Look at how awesome this is. You're hiding your stubborn need to communicate with this person and your desire to be with this person. You're hiding it behind, look at how great of a time I'm having. But you're also kind of hoping that by holding your ground and showing these things on social media, assuming you have social media, in whatever way you're showing it, it's like you're kind of hoping that they'll look at you and be like, oh wow, I really missed out on Scorpio. They are a tough nut to crack. They are partying. So it's like between this like tough nut to crack and partying energy that you're trying to project, in between, like you really want to offer something serious. You really do want to talk to them. Like, and the question is like, I think this, okay, I think that this projection that you're putting out there is going to trigger communication in the near future from this person. And they're going to come across to you like they're willing to offer something stable. But the reality is that behind the scenes, they're sneaky. The Seven of Swords is sneaky energy. They're hiding who they really are. Like you are too, in a way. Like you're hiding your actual like nested desire to have this stable relationship with this person, but they're hiding like something else. What are they hiding, Spirit? What is this person hiding from Scorpio? When they communicate, what are they really hiding? I'm feeling like a communicate, like a another relationship, or like a baby mama situation or baby daddy situation, whatever. Pick your poison. Hold on. They're very, very, they seem to be very upfront, but I'm getting they're not upfront. Look at this. We got, okay, the Hermit and Justice. Okay, they're hiding the truth. They're hiding the truth. What truth are they hiding? They're coming across like they're being fair. They're doing you a service. Like, oh, look at, I'm trying to protect you from what I've really got going on in my life. Aren't I such a nice person? What's really going on, Spirit? What's really going on here? Eight of Pentacles. They're working on something. What are they working on? They're working on convincing you to Scorpio. They're working on convincing you to be with them. But the reality is they have a choice. And there's another, I'm sorry, I hate to say this, but I feel like there's another person involved. There's another person involved. I don't know if this person is serious with them or not. But Spirit, can we get some advice for my Scorpio viewers, please? I feel like such a terrible person, like giving all this bad news, but what's going on? We have sorry, I can't see it. The Five of Wands in reverse. The advice here. Five of Wands in reverse. You're the only pile so far, Scorpio, that has had all these things just jump out like this. It's really quite fascinating. Oh, Five of Cups over here and the World in the middle. I mean, if I had to describe like being stuck between a rock and a hard place, this is what I would pull for cards, honestly. You know, the advice here is follow your core, like move on. This is an end of the cycle energy. And I feel like on one side, you've got this energy of giving up the fight, and on this side it's don't feel so bad about it. I feel like you're going to get information, Scorpio, that is going to change your opinion on this person drastically. Like right now, you are feeling bad about the situation. Maybe you really feel like you love them, you cared about them, but you're going to get something, I think, that's going to come across you in the near future. The advice here is you're going to be able to move on. You're going to be able to move on from them because you're giving up these illusions that you have of them, the fight you have of them, the regret that you have about how things shook out. There's something that's going to come your way. And I think it's this information about them being with someone else. And right now you're stuck in your head about it. But I think that spirit is saying, like, don't get caught up, because this person has got you trapped in your mind, but you shouldn't be trapped in your mind because they're not worth the fight. They're not worth the regret. You're so much better than that. That's what I'm feeling. You're so much better. Look, I keep hoping to bump into you everywhere you go. This is, by the way, this is what would they say? They would say go to TINLAtarot.com, put in code Let's Talk 100, which I'll put in the description for a free reading for 30 minutes for the first people who do it. Welcome 50. Welcome 50 is the code. First 10 people get 50% off 30-minute reading. Sorry, but I got to say it. All right. Anyway, TINLAtarot.com. Not the point. What is this person wanting to say to you? I've been working on my self-love and self-worth. I'm just seeing this is very disingenuous. Like they are hoping, I think when they say they want to bump into you, it's like you're convenient for them, and they're going to come in and say, oh, I've been really working on myself, boo. We are forever heart and soul connected. I'm sorry. I'm just not seeing this as genuine stuff they're saying. They're saying it, but they don't like mean it. Without you, without you in my life, I feel so lost. Like, oh man, the boohoo energy is serious here. I'm dead serious. Emotional intimacy. I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something I'm still working on. But listen, Scorpio, I'm getting angry for you. I'm getting angry for you because this person is, I'm feeling very strongly manipulating you. They are telling you they want this emotional intimacy and they have such problems, and oh, they had a tough life growing up, and I really care about you. We're connected. I feel so lost without you. I look for you everywhere, and they're trying to get you caught up in your head. They're trying to get you caught up in their head. When you hear, you want your wish, Scorpio, your wish fulfillment is Ace of Pentacles. You want something stable. You want something real. And you think this person is for real with you, but they're not. They're not. And then they come out with this BS, I hate seeing you with them. This is what it is. This is a pride issue, Scorpio. This person is prideful and they want you they want to possess you for themselves, and they're manipulating you or trying to manipulate you into being with them by playing this boohoo card. And what I'm seeing from spirit is you are worth so much more than that. Don't be trapped by this, I need to fight for this, I feel so bad about what happened energy. Don't do it. That's what I'm hearing from spirit. Don't do it. Okay. You're better than that. I'm just feeling that very, very strongly all of a sudden. So Scorpio, I believe in you. Spirit believes in you. I really appreciate you joining me. I wish I had better news for you. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But I'm just not seeing this person as being good for you. I think you really care about them, and I think that they're acting like they're really torn up about what to do. But the reality, when you get to the end of it, is they know what they want, and they want you, yes, but not for like real legitimate reasons. They're a burden to you. I just was shuffling for the next people, and the Ten of Wands on the bottom, like they see you. Sorry, you see them as like really weighing you down. Like if you are honest with yourself, like they're really pulling you down. They're draining your energy. Scorpio, be careful. These people are energy vampires. Okay, next. Gemini. Gemini. Thank you for joining me on This Is Not Legal Advice, Gemini. I am your host, Tinla, and it's Friday. Am I in love? I really appreciate you being here. What I'm going to do first is find out what's going on with the person on your mind, and we will go from there with what's next, what advice spirit has, maybe some communications. We'll take a look. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is the person on Gemini's mind? What are they? Sorry, I had this wrong way. What are they up to? All right. The Emperor, Page of Swords, the Chariot, Five of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Cups. Wow, this is very like similar to another one I had earlier. Okay. All right, Gemini. The person on your mind. Bear with me. You can hit the fast forward button if you need to, but I really want to get the message from Spirit here. Bear with me. The person on your mind is looking good. They're sitting pretty, right? They are somebody that I think you really look up to and you really admire and think is just hot stuff. And I almost feel like you aren't good enough for them. And they are okay. This is somebody who's very brash, right? They're coming forward very quickly. And but I don't know if their decision is very well thought out. I think they're still going back and forth on what is next and whether that is partying, reuniting with you, hanging out with friends. I feel like this person doesn't really know what they want. Like, I think you see them as somebody who is really awesome, and they might be an awesome person. I don't mean to judge them. I'm not trying to judge them, but I feel like they have acted without thinking in the past. Like they've made it seem to you like they know what they want, but the reality is they don't know what they want, and they are still kind of out there twisting in the wind trying to figure it out. Okay. Um, what's next? Let's elaborate. What's next for my Gemini viewers? By the way, visit my website tinlatarot.com. Just launched it. There you can book readings with me. You can join as a member when that's launched as a member of the firm with the 3 tiers as shareholder, associate, or paralegal. Stand by for a code. Anyway, neither here nor there. What is next? I think we don't know what's next because this is taking longer than anybody else. What's next? The High Priestess. See, we don't know what's next, right? It's hidden. Seven of Cups. It's confusing. Death. There's a hope for change. The King of Pentacles, but they're not. They're not. Oh, Queen of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. I think what's next is still very much hidden and a mystery. And there's this person has a lot of choices. Like I said, I think they're very attractive. I think this person on your mind, honestly, is somebody who is very good looking, and I think you see them as somebody that you were very excited about because they were interested in you. But they're hiding their feelings, and you feel like they have a lot of choices. And I think that, oh my goodness, is the first card to fall on the floor like that. Hold on, Gemini, hold on. Okay. I feel like you are really hoping, okay, they're knocking you dead is what I'm feeling. I know the death card is Scorpio and it's normally something totally different, okay? But what I'm seeing is like you are knocked like off your socks. You're knocked out of your socks with this person. Like you see them as really being incredible. And all these other people waiting on the side for them. That's how I think you see them. And so when I see what's next, they're going to continue in this King of Pentacles, which is a reflection of this Emperor. They're going to continue with that, being successful, thriving, vibing, like living their best life. And you are going to be living your best life. Like I think you actually are also somebody who is the equal to the King of Pentacles. And look at that, Ten of Cups. You know what? This is the happiest reading I've done so far. Like they're a mystery, and you feel like they have choices, but they still see you as their equal. So their next moves, I think they're actually going to make that change. Like they know they've knocked you off your feet, or you've knocked them off their feet. Um, Despite all these other people being interested in them, they see you as their happy, their happy ending here, as their equal, which is just fantastic. I'd like to get some advice from Spirit because this didn't start off like looking that promising, but sometimes even when you're haphazard and you're kind of like not thinking things through and you're following your emotions, you just you hold out hope. I'm feeling like you're trusting them, you're loving them, you're like you may see them partying and be like really nervous about it, but you've chosen. I'm feeling like you've chosen to sit in your power, in your Queen of Pentacles power, right? It's not gender specific, but it's an energy of just being relaxed in your power. Okay, we have Five of Wands, the Star, Page of Wands. These are all action cards, and the Star is Aquarius as well. The Devil, booty, and Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so the advice is don't give up the fight here. Um, I think like you appear like, okay, Gemini, you're like a duck on water, right? Like you're appearing cool, calm, and collected on the surface, but underneath, I think you're like frantically paddling because you see this person doing all this stuff. You don't know what they're doing because they're hiding and you think they have options because they're so good looking, but you're coming across Queen of Pentacles, like you're coming across cool, calm, collected. Underneath, though, like the struggle is real, but don't give up the fight. The advice here, don't give up the fight. Hold on to that hope, okay? But like the Page of Wands is somebody like the wands are action cards. So, you know, you're taking action, you're moving, you're doing stuff, but in the page it's like you're taking like little bit of action, like small, like baby steps, right? But inside I think you are really like obsessed with this person and you really are ready to put in the work on this relationship. But like again, you appeared like that duck on water, right? Like you're super calm, cool, collected, but like you're like really truly obsessed with them and want to give them your everything, but you're like, you're only appearing, you're only coming across like giving a little bit. The advice, the advice is like, even though you may feel this way, go slow. Don't give up. Hold on to hope, but take it slow. Like keep moving, but keep it slow. Don't let all this kind of pour through. Which, again, but I think this is a good match. I think that, you really find this person attractive. I think they view you as an equal. And I think it's a good thing. Even though right now it might be a mystery how they feel. And you feel, like I said, they have choices. Go to tinlatarot.com, use code Let's Talk 100 for the first 5 people, get a free 30-minute reading. Welcome 50 is the code for the first 10 people, get 50% off a 30-minute reading. The codes will be in the description. But in the meantime, what would this person say if they were honest with my Geminis? What would they say if they were honest with my Geminis? They're not saying anything because, again, I think they're being real quiet. They're being a mystery. That's part of the problem here is like they might not be talking to her. If they are, it's like real low key. What would they say? Okay, there we go. All right. And again, by the way, this is the second time a card almost fell out on me into the floor. And that makes me feel like this person is not making things easy for you. But look at this. We're meant to be together. I will wait as long as it takes for a shot with you. This person wants to shoot their shot. But again, I think they're also playing it cool. And they know who you are. They know that you're meant to be together. And I think they see like they're playing it cool. You're playing it cool. But just because you're both doing that, it doesn't mean that it can't work. Baby steps. I'm hearing baby steps. What else, Spirit? What else? I ran because I wasn't ready for you. Yeah, I mean, again, they were out partying. I think they're going to get bored with the party lifestyle, with, going out and hanging with friends and maybe having a bit of the wine and whatnot. They ran, and I don't think they really feel that way though. It's not that they don't love you. I think they weren't ready for you. What else would they say? Okay. Let me go. You deserve all the good things in this world. And right now, I'm not in a space to give you the type of connection you deserve. Live your life and let me go. Yeah, again, I think that's the vibe they're sending you is let it go, or you're feeling that way. Like, is that what they want from me to let it go? And we're getting here. 5 of Wands. Don't let it go. Like, live your life. Be your best you. Like, be that Queen of Pentacles, but don't let them go. Look, I'm sorry. I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm so sorry for all the pain I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. So this person, again, I think there's a lot of back and forth in their own heads. They want to party. They want to do this. They ran because they weren't ready. But I think they do actually, believe it or not, want a relationship with you. And I think it's tough, but I'm hearing like, hold tight. Okay? Hold tight. Oh, I wish I could feel your body close to mine. I'm single right now. I'm not attached to anyone, and I'm not looking to get in a relationship this time. So this person, again, you can see them as having options, like we said, right? They're having options. They're looking good, but they are single. All right. And they're acting like they're not looking to get in a relationship, but I don't think that's true. So I think that maybe like right now, I'm on my way to you. Look at that. I think right now, I need to work on myself. I'm trying to clear my head. They're not making big moves to you. I think they want to. I think they care about you, but they're not making big moves. But that doesn't mean it's not coming. I feel like you just got to give it time. They're on their way to you. All right. They're conflicted but they're single and they're sorry if they want you, but they're working on themselves. That's what I'm feeling like. They're working on themselves. They're looking good, but trust and believe, Gemini, this person actually does care about you. I'm not saying wait around. I'm not saying like don't live your life and live your best life and, vibe and thrive and all that. Do that. But in a way, like if you really care about this person, also don't completely give up or hate on them. They're human just like the rest of us, I think, and they do care about you. So I think it's a great reading, Gemini. If you are still interested in this person, they're interested in you. They're just stalled out, but I feel like there's nobody else in their eyes who's right for them outside of you, Gemini. So thanks for joining me. And if you want to stick around, do that. All right, next we got Virgo. Virgo to the dance floor. All right, Virgo, thanks for joining. This is not legal advice. I am your host, TINLA, and we are looking tonight at It's Friday, Am I in Love? What's going on with Virgo's person? Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate you. Let's find out what's going on with Virgo's person. All right. Three of Swords, Two of Cups in reverse, Ten of Pentacles, the High Priestess, Page of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Okay. Give me just a minute. Please, Virgo, I appreciate you. Okay, Virgo, I think your person is heartbroken. They're heartbroken and I don't want to say given up on love, but they're heartbroken over a love issue. And they're focusing instead on their career and looking tough. I almost see you being in a relationship with another Virgo or interested in another Virgo or Capricorn or maybe even a Taurus, but more like a Virgo or Capricorn. They're trying to come off as very stable and they're hiding the depth of their pain underneath this energy of success, financial success in particular. Again, this is somebody who's working very hard in their life, but they are brokenhearted right now. Make no mistake. They're brokenhearted. And because I asked about a love reading, I want to say it's brokenhearted over you, but I don't know if it is or if it's just a general broken heart. Spirit, can you tell me what is going on with this broken heart before we move on? The person on Virgo's mind, what is their heart broken over? Like who? Okay. Ace of Swords and the Star. One more, please. Who is this person brokenhearted about? Ace of Pentacles. Oh, wow. This person may have had an engagement that ended recently. Somebody where they had offered like their everything and had high hopes for the future and found out the truth about this person. And they're really broken about it. And it's not a reflection on you. It has nothing to do with you, but they are trying to come off in the world as calm and focused on their career and really not making a lot of moves in love. But it's not that they don't care about you or don't have the capacity. Generally, I really feel like they went through it recently. They really went through it. What's next for the person on Virgo's mind? What's next in this dynamic, please, Spirit? And I'm getting a sense of like this person, but you've not been in a relationship with them. I feel like you're friends with them. Ten of Swords. Yeah, what's next? There's more pain. Magician. Emperor. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. So this person's, again, the Ten of Swords, that's a lot of pain. That's like really like the end of things in a very, very painful way, energy. But it's also the end of a cycle, which is good. But the Magician in this context, I'm looking at as somebody who's pretending to be the Emperor, pretending to be in charge, pretending to be okay, when internally they're fighting like they're fighting inside. They're like really not even fighting. It's like there's fight, but like they're almost like giving up the fight inside. Like they don't even have the energy to fight anymore. To be clear, they don't have the energy to fight anymore. They are maybe hiding their frustration, their struggle behind this facade of partying or with other people. I hate to say that because I know that hurts and I'm sorry. But I'm seeing like that. Okay, I'm seeing the Two of Cups right here, and we had the Two of Cups in the reverse, so it's like they're experiencing this where they're either in a relationship with someone else or they're looking at other people in relationships and honestly hating them because they've given up. They've given up. They're trying to look tough. They're trying to look in control. They're trying to look like they have their stuff together, but they're not. They're not feeling that way. For the Virgo collective here, the person on their mind, how do they feel about Virgo? How does this person feel about Virgo, if they feel anything at all? Because that's what I'm feeling, is like this person's numbed out. They're really numbed out. King of Swords, yeah, they're looking just tough. They're looking cold and logical and not emotional at all. And Virgo, this has nothing to do with you. This is not your fault. This has nothing to do with you. Okay? This person had something happen to them in the recent past where I don't know if they're capable of love right now. They are, maybe at some level here, they want it, but they're really not ready for that, or willing, let's just say willing, to put whatever love they might have out, and it has nothing to do with you. So Virgo, if you are blaming yourself for how this relationship is going, or went, it is not your fault. Okay, it is not your fault. Not to sound too very like, what was that, Goodwill Hunting? It's not your fault. It really isn't. Okay. um what advice, spirit, do you have for my Virgo friends? Virgo, please, I mean, not to break it out too much, but go to tinlatarot.com. You can book a reading there. You can, like, when I get the membership tiers going with shareholder, paralegal, associate, whatever, for extra content, please go there, support the channel if you can, with like, share, subscribe. In the meantime, what is the advice from spirit? King of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, Page of Swords. Anything? I feel like there's something else. Hold on. What is the advice? What's the advice for Virgo here? I really want to get this right, so bear with me. Okay. One more. Okay. The advice I'm feeling is focus on yourself. Focus on your intuition and where you feel like things are going. Things, I think, you're hoping are going to this stable energy, this Hierophant commitment energy. Um, and maybe you're right. The honestly, from an optimistic perspective, I'm seeing this as you focusing on yourself, focusing on the positive, and your intuition is telling you that things are going to change. This person's going to come around and be stable. They're going to tell you what they're really feeling. They're not going to hide it anymore. They're going to come forward, and they're coming forward with Six of Wands. Sorry, Six of Wands. Victory energy, right? They're coming forward with something, with love, with support. Like, we got Queen of Wands here. Like, this is what you're hoping is going. That Seven of Pentacles, they're gonna want to build with you. So the advice is, you know what, keep that optimism. That's how I'm feeling. Spirit's telling you, like, keep that optimism, because it, like I said, this is not about you. This issue you're having with this person, or the way they're treating you, is not about you. You're healing. Let you're healing in your own way. Like, what I'm feeling like is you've been through your own traumas in life, and you're learning a lesson here yourself about focusing on you and not taking everything so personally. Like, not taking other people's problems on as your own. And they're in a pause sort of way, healing and recovering from whatever their trauma is. Um, right now, that's the advice: is keep going. Don't give up. Neither of you has really given up, but also understand you're both in a way where it's like, you, by holding your hope, by holding your ground, by understanding this is not about you, it is your healing. And their healing is like literal healing from whatever happened to them. What would this person say to Virgo if they were to say something truthful? Go to tinlatarot.com again and type in code Let's Talk 100. The first 5 people get a free 30-minute read. Welcome 50 is the code. First 10 people get a 50% off a read with me. I'd love to see you there. I'll put the link in the description, the codes in the description. Anyway, what would this person say? Okay. I wanted to tell you so many times already how much I missed you. Yeah, this person's going through it. They're suffering. Wild side. There's a side to you I haven't seen and want to. I want to see you let loose and get wild. Let's have some fun. Yeah, this person's not like a dull, nasty person. I don't think you are either. I think you're both a lot of fun, but you're both in a very, like, growing, lesson learning period right now. It's like a dormant period, like a very winter, where, the spring is around the corner. Things are about to, like, blossom and grow, but you're not there yet. We got, every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. I want a future with you. It's simple, really. How do I feel? I want you, us forever. Like, this is a love that can last. I'm seeing this as a relationship that can go the distance. I speak to you through music. This is something that can go the distance. Okay. They're communicating with you again every time their phone rings. They hope it's you. They're not talking to you necessarily, but they're hoping that like you hear your songs together. I knew you were the one when I met you. Like, they know. Like, they may have known you for a while, and they might have been in a relationship at the time that they met you, but that relationship ended, and honestly it destroyed them. Even though they knew you were the one, like, they were still in this other thing, this other commitment, and it broke their heart. And even though they can't talk to you right now, and they see you as like somebody that could really bring some joy into their lives, they're not talking to you. Not yet. Not yet. That's the answer I'm feeling for you, Virgo. Is it's not a no, it's a not yet. So don't give up. Don't give up. Do your healing, do your growth, focus on you and what you need in your life to have joy, to have success, to have, positivity. Don't worry about them. They're doing their own healing, they're doing their own growth. And when it's time, again, not yet, but when it's time, they will come back around because they knew you were the one. But they've got their own growth to do, and so do you. So be ready. You don't have to get ready if you, what is it? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Yeah? That's what I'm feeling for you, Virgo. And I really appreciate you joining me. Stick around if you want, but Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, that is your reading on this fine evening. All right, who is next? Who do we have next? Pisces. Pisces is the dance floor. All right, Pisces. Almost your birthday too, Pisces. You got plans yet? You got something cooking, Pisces? My lover boys, lover ladies of the Zodiac. Thank you for joining me on this fine It's Friday, Am I in Love session with your host, TINLA. That's me. This is not legal advice. We are going to start by looking at what is going on with the person on your mind this fine Friday or whenever you come across this. We're going to start with what's going on, what's next, what advice does Spirit have, and let's get cooking. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, Maiden of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles, not the point. Justice, King of Swords, Seven of Wands, and King of Cups. All right, let's find out. Give me just a second to think about this and listen for Spirit's guidance, okay? What is going on with Pisces' person? What's going on with Pisces' person? I'm feeling like battle between the head and the heart here. This person wants to make an offer to you, but right now they're taking things slowly. There's almost like, again, with this bear, there's like a childlike energy. And if you'll notice, this is the only card like with this like kind of color in it. Everything else is very like black and white with like just a little bit of color. This is really the dominating feature. Green means go, but also it's just starting. This is something that's just starting. There's a new energy here where this person is the kind of person who's going to make an offer, but they want it to be fair, equitable, based in something that makes sense, something that they can respect themselves and their boundaries. But in their heart, again, they're lover boys, lover girls. Like, they are people that they're looking at you like you are fine, Pisces. They think you are just fine as hell. But they're trying to take a more measured approach. And I think this is somebody more recent, but somebody with genuine intentions. And again, like I want to say like a childlike innocence when it comes to love. Not somebody who's jaded by their experience in love, which I think is really awesome. And they want to come and they want to do things right. And they're going to be somebody, though, that I think if you haven't met this person already, you're going to meet them soon. And you're going to find that they are a person of character, balancing their head and their heart, and also holding their own. They're not going to let you like walk all over them. They've learned in their life experience that they can't do that anymore, which I know is probably hard for my Piscean friends, because you're such giving, caring, emotional people. But you've had some experiences, I feel like, Pisces, in your life where you're learning to hold your boundaries, and this person can actually help you learn to respect yourself and your boundaries because they're going to hold their boundaries. So there's like a very equal like give and take here. You've got your justice energy, Libra, King of Swords, very air energy. you know, these are pentacles, right? So this is like a rooted, a very grounded energy. And last comes love. Like you're grounded, you're thinking, you're moving, you're loving. Like there's a progression here where, you know, you are, I think you're going to learn from this person um, how to love yourself even more. And I think this is really great energy. I really think this is beautiful for you, Pisces. We're going to look at what's next with this person, if anything. Go visit my website, tinlatarot.com. I just launched it. There's going to be places where you can book readings with me. And I'm going to have my membership tiers there for joining the firm, as I'm calling it, as a shareholder, associate, or paralegal. There's going to be extra content with that. And I'm going to come back around at the end of your reading with some codes for some stuff. But anyway, what spirit is next, if anything, with this person? I always say if anything because the reality is it could be nothing, you know? Ten of Pentacles. All right, I'm hearing like this is why women choose the bear, or in your case, why this person's choosing you. The High Priestess. Oh, the Sun. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. The Five of Wands. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, Seven of Pentacles. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry, Pisces, but I love you. I love you. Can you come visit me? Because holy cow, the next moves here, like you're choosing them, they're choosing you, right? This not only is it this bear energy of like this is why they choose the bear, but like there's this this duality here where you're like hand in hand, side by side, like together in this energy. The Sun, it's happiness, it's joy, it's look at this lotus. I mean, it's rebirth, it's joy. Again, it's again just such happiness here. And Five of Wands, I mean, you're like okay, again, it's equally yoked, right? Two and two, like you're equally yoked. There's two flowers here, equally yoked, and yeah, you guys might like playfully like fight with each other, but it's in good fun, and it's only because you're pushing each other to grow and to change and to build something new together with the Seven of Pentacles. Like you're planting seeds for a very big future here. I mean, this is honestly, this is I hate to say it, don't tell the other signs, but like you guys gals, non-binary pals, like have the most beautiful happy reading so far on this Friday. Okay, like honest to God, like you guys for real, like the next actions here are you're choosing each other, you're choosing each other, you're starting something really glorious like this. Amazing. I'm sorry. All right, any advice here from Spirit? 10 of Cups. Oh, stop it, stop it. Oh, six. Oh, Lord, Lord. Oh my goodness. I can't with you people. You Pisceans. Holy cow. Like not only is it your birthday coming up in the next couple months, but holy cow. The advice, look at this. Again, duality, change, growth, beautiful love blossoming. Death card in reverse, which is like rebirth. You guys are like triggering each other to rebirth into Six of Swords energy, moving on to something beautiful and positive, like the stars, the sky is the limit. Six of Cups, equal give and take. I can't stand it. You guys are so cute. You guys are so cute. Okay, I will get one more because I want to discuss myself further. Okay, I just want to. I have to because this is just too much. You all are too much. Knight of Wands, you're moving forward. You are not scared. You're not scared. They're not scared. Like you're. Look at this. Like companions on this journey. The Hermit. Okay, right now, quiet, calm, but like sunrise on the horizon. Like this is coming around the corner. This is blooming. This is blossoming. This is the tree in the desert landscape. This is the oasis. This is what you've been waiting for, Pisces. My Lord, I'm not kidding. Like every other reading, ask, you know what? Ask Gemini how sad their reading was. Go call your Gemini friends, tell them to watch this and ask them how sad their reading was. You are amazing. Like I don't just blow smoke and tell you like what you want to hear. Like I gave some really not awesome reading like news to Gemini or they're sticking out my head for some reason, but you all, holy cow. Sorry, I don't mean to go on about it, but this is really, really beautiful. You know, I bet like, okay, hold on. Eight of Swords, like, okay, normally sad, but Maiden of Cups, like, you're scared of how happy you are. You see what I'm saying? Nine of Cups, like, you're literally the only thing you're scared of is how this is too good to be true. I swear to God. I swear to God, Pisces. You're doing the most, and I love it for you. I love it. Okay, what would they say? Remember I talked about like go book a reading with me on my tinlatarot.com website? Do that because I need to know what's going on here. Use code Let's Talk Tarot. Let's Talk 100. First 5 people, free 30-minute read. Welcome 50% off 30-minute read. It's going to be in the description. I don't care. I need to see what this person's going to say to you. I know one day we will find our way back to each other. I'm feeling like soul connection. Like okay, like I said, you either just met this person or this is a new person, generally, or you're going to meet them. But what I'm saying is like there's a soul knowing here. This is like a growth, like you've been growing in parallel, but you don't even know it. Okay. I've been dreaming about having a future with you. Yes, this person's been like visiting in your dreams, even if you don't know who they are. Okay. Like you guys, oh my God, like you guys have been knowing, like you've been knowing and you're knowing in your heart, in your soul, in your gut that this person's there. Like I don't know how else to say that. Like you're, like I said, the only thing that you're scared of is how happy you can be. Only you can see through me. You're seeing through each other because it's like you are perfect companions. Okay. Holy cow. Okay. They're nervous. Again, you make me nervous. Even just thinking about you, I get nervous. I'm not sure what to say or how to act around you because it's so perfect. Neither one, it's like you don't want to break it. Like you break it, you bought it. Like neither one of you, it's like the only concern again is that it's too good to be true and like you're going to be nervous around each other and I understand that. But don't let that overtake you, okay? I can feel your presence even though we're apart. Again, maybe you haven't met this person, maybe you just barely know them, but there's like some reason why you're not together right now. And again, it's either because you haven't met them, you're about to meet them, or you met them, but there's like some distance between you for some reason. And but they feel you, like you guys feel each other, like you connect on a deep level, and you know it, they know it. Shut up, shut up, you guys! I'm so jealous. Okay, stop it. Too cute, too cute. All right, thank you, Pisces, for joining me. Seriously, I'm jealous. Leave it, drop a comment. Let me know how this works out for you, because holy shnikes. All right, who's next? Libra, 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 Libra. All right. Okay, Libra had a little technical issue, but we're back in action and we are going to start asking questions about what is going on in your love life and what the person you are thinking about. I actually already recorded this, or thought I did once, but alas, we are here now and we're doing it again. So perhaps the spirit wanted me to revisit the issue. So here we are. Anyway, again, this is TINLA. This is not legal advice tarot. Welcome to your love reading on It's Friday, Am I in Love? At TINLAtarot.com is my new website. Anywho, what's going on with the person on Libra's mind? What is going on? All right. The Empress. You're on their mind, I'll tell you that much. Okay. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Hierophant. Page of Cups. All right. And the High Priestess. Lots of major arcana here. So very big moves, very big thoughts and feelings. Give me just a moment while I look at this and see what's going on here. Thank you so much for joining me, liking, subscribing, etc., my Libra brethren. All right. All right, I see what's happening here. Okay, so you are looking good. They see you for the queen you are, my dear. Empress is our card next to Justice. It is ruled by Venus, the planet of love, which is, again, our planet, but also Taurus's planet. This person sees you as somebody that they see a future with, right? I mean, we've got all these future cards. We've got Ten of Pentacles, stable family structure, King of Pentacles, like a stable financial future. The Hierophant is all about tradition and commitment, along with our Page of Cups, you know, an offer of love, and the High Priestess, you know, this mystery and this unknown. So really your person thinks very highly of you, and they see you as a person they could want in their lives, both from a practical perspective, but also from a love perspective, but they're holding back. I mean, again, I think in their minds, they're seeing you as the person that they would want to be with, that makes sense for them. And they're willing to offer you at least a small level of love, but they don't want to like give away the farm, is what I'm hearing here. Like they don't want to show you everything. And maybe they think like you're too good for them, and like they think so highly of you that they almost don't want to like come in too eager here. So they're holding back a little bit. I think they want to come in with a lot more than just this Page of Cups, but they're holding back. They're leaving a little mystery to it. But at the end of the day, they really want something stable and long-term with you, Libra. So, you know, I would ask a spirit, you know, what's next? What's next in this connection? Like, what are they actually going to do, right? The person on Libra's mind, what are they actually going to do? If anything, you know, we have to ask if anything, right? Because they may not do anything. So what could it be that they're going to do next? For my beautiful Libra viewers, of course, we are the most just fabulous, gorgeous, ethereal, fantastic, self-assured, humble, modest signs, right? All right, we have the Knight of Swords, the Five of Cups, Seven of Swords, the Moon, very on par here, Six of Cups, and the Hermit. Okay. I mean, this is somebody who, in their real, like, true self, wants to come charging in. And I think that they're actually going to come in and tell you how they feel about you. I think they're nervous, despite that you will turn your back on them, that you will not be interested in them, that, you know, they have to hold something back, right? They're holding back here with the Seven of Swords, the Moon, this Hermit energy. You know, they're wanting to have this reuniting and this happiness and this, like, you know, I see the irises here. It looks like irises, like the cards there, you know, that, you know, they're like very reminiscent of springtime and new blossoms, new growth, new beginnings. And so I think even though they want new beginnings nestled here between their self reflection and their mystery, they may not be expressing that fully to you with the Seven of Swords. So I think they're going to come in to you, Libra, with a very small sort of nugget, the kernel of truth, and like a little bit of a beacon of light here. Just a little something to, I feel like it's like bait on a fish hook, like a little something to see how you'll respond. You know, are you going to take the bait? Are you interested? Or are you going to turn your back on them? And so they're playing it real careful. They're playing it real, like, to the vest here, you know, even though they may want the Six of Cups, they're like covering that, they're encapsulating that in this air of like the mystery and the self-reflection and, you know, being very stoic. But they're going to put like a little bit of bait here in the very near future, because the Knight of Swords, very fast moving energy. You know, they're going to come in and see how you respond. So let's see, you know, what exactly are they going to debate you, Libra? Let's see if we can get a little clarity from Spirit on what they're going to do to bait you. Seven of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, I get it. Ace of Swords. This person's going to come in and basically pump you up by saying like how much they have rejected other people because look at how awesome they are, but they respect you and they like you and they think that you're so bold and you're so brave. And, you know, I think there is obviously truth to this, but I think they're really going to try to impress you with how many people they've turned down in favor of you. Like they're doing you some kind of solid, you know, by turning down others. And look at how many other people want me, Libra. But I'm picking you. Like, what do you think about that? Hint, hint, nod, nod, wink, wink, right? I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some Seven of Cups action up in here, to be honest with you, because what I'm looking for next from you, universe, spirit, is what advice do you have for my Libra viewers, my beautiful Libra viewers, who are busy liking, subscribing, sharing, getting notification bells, etc. while I am getting this? What advice do you have? Nine of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Eight of Wands, Strength, King of Wands. I got you, boo. And Queen of Swords. Look at you. You are, this is beautiful. I love this. I love this so much. Okay, so, okay, your Nine of Pentacles is your energy of single and fabulous, right? The advice here is keep up your single and fabulous energy, because with this hummingbird here, it's fleeting. I think things are going to change for you very quickly, Libra. But right now, the advice is keep up your fabulousness. You know, focus on your career, your education, you know, your other endeavors. That is where you shine the most. You know, coming in and being as straight up as you can be. There will be fast-moving communication. There will be fast-moving action coming from a place of strength. You know, the advice here is when this communication comes in, it's just going to be like a little bit of, oh, I admire you so much. I think you're so cool. I think you're so great. I think you've got so much going for you, which of course you do. Duh. Okay. You're Empress energy. You're not messing around, right? And you're going to hold your own. You're going to say, yeah, of course I'm awesome. Look at me. I'm over here shining. I've got my stuff together. And not only that, like, look at this King of Wands. He is not to be bothered. Like, he's like over it. He is in control of his actions, of his person, of the course and direction of his life. And by him, I'm just using that because that's the nature of the card. But this is not gender specific, right? You, she, he, they, what have you. Point is, you are somebody who is holding firm. You don't need their nonsense, right? You have got your own thing going on, and you are ready to send people packing. Queen of Swords is also like Libra energy in and of itself. But beyond that, I mean, look at her. She has got this energy of, no, sir, don't come around here with that nonsense. No, sir. No, ma'am. No person. No, thank you. Okay. Tell me more about what this person's going to say in this Eight of Wands, Page of Swords situation, please, Spirit. Oh, they've changed. They've changed. Oh, you know they changed, right? That's what they're going to say. They're so much happier now. They're in a better place, right? The advice I'm getting here is hold your ground. Remember who you are. You are a strong, determined, powerful, action-oriented, intelligent queen, king, leader, person, okay? You are not just going to buy whatever they're selling here. You are coming into your own. You're holding your own. The advice here is when these people, whoever this is you're thinking of, right, comes in with this energy of, hey, by the way, I've changed and I'm so much better now. Okay, remember who you are before you take your next step, before you respond to that. Give it a beat, give it a moment, give it like a little second to percolate, because I think you're going to realize you need to think through your response and remember who you are. Who are you? You're the Queen of Pentacles, baby. You are in control. You are calm. You are cool. You are Eight of Pentacles, working it. Okay? You will know when the time comes what to do, so long as you remember who you are. And I think that's the advice from universe here is, and spirit, is do not forget who you are. You are a queen, a boss. You're strong. You're a beautiful empress, and you deserve the best. Let's get some messages from this person on your mind, Libra. Remember, TINLAtarot.com. You can book a reading there. You can join as a member when I get those up and running, which should be very soon. In the tiers, you know, it'll say something like join the firm at the shareholder, associate, or paralegal level. But in the meantime, right now, I've got a promo going, Let's Talk 100 for the first 5 people. It's a free 30-minute reading. And Welcome 50 is the code for the first 10 people, 50% off of a 30-minute reading, excuse me. Those will all be in the description, whatever. Get on with it. Anyway, I can't risk it, at least not right now. I've been working on my self-love and self-worth. This is what your person would say to you. Let's get some more. For Libra, what messages would this person share? Father wounds. My father is a big influence on my behavior now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to the divine masculine energy within me and externally. And what else does this person have to say to excuse their behavior? I'm getting that this person like maybe was just not being everything you wanted, needed, and expected of a partner, and you're kind of half over it, to be honest. We are both working together in unison, even if you cannot see it yet. So I'm getting some, please be patient with me kind of energy here, which is entirely, of course, up to you if you want to be patient with them or not. Run away. Would you pack a bag and meet me in Hawaii? I just want to get away from the world and be alone with you. Yeah, this is an impetuous person. They're very, they want to do things their way, and they don't always plan through their actions, right? I think they see how great you are, and they're just going to come in and do it, whatever they're going to do. I want to apologize. I need your forgiveness. But this person, I'm wondering, Libra, if this person is even strong enough for you, is even like strong enough of character. We are forever soul and heart connected. You're mine. I get so pissed knowing other people have you now. Is it toxic? Yes, I don't care. I want the world to know you're mine. I'm not saying this person's a bad person, but they've got some issues. And, they're very concerned about what other people think, whether it's family, whether it's work companions, whether it's friends. They are really, really concerned. And you're kind of an afterthought. All these statements here, as I'm taking them together, just really speak to me as somebody who is saying like, well, I'm doing the work, but you're doing the work too. I need your forgiveness. We're connected. We're working in unison. I can't risk my career right now. I don't know that they're healing these father wounds. So I think, honestly, what I'm getting from spirit here, Libra, is you need to be very careful with this person, because you are a strong, awesome individual with your stuff together. You're hardworking. You're diligent. You are Queen of Cups. You've got a lot of love to give. And this person isn't really, like, they're really caught up in themselves, and not able, I think at this point at least, to give you what you want, what you need, and what you deserve in a partner. And they know that. I think they know that, but they may try to pull the wool over your eyes, Libra. So just be very careful if this person comes back around in the very near future, they need to really show you that they have made changes, not just that they're, look at this, Page of Wands energy, very, how can I put this? Like, young energy, but not young like age and years, but young like immature and passionate and just very, this is like my F-boy card, right? Like, this person is not necessarily what you need, but they're going to be barging in and just trying to get you off the rails. So just be very careful. Remember who you are. Remember the queen you are. King, awesome, leader, non-binary, gender-free leader, okay? That's what I got for you, Libra. Let's talk about our next one, our penultimate. Capricorn. All right. We are coming to the end of our Capricorn season here. So let us see what our beautiful Capricorn viewers, what is going on with their person on their mind. Capricorn, what's going on? What's shaking? The person on Capricorn's mind, Spirit, what is going on with them? Thank you again for joining me. This is TINLA, not legal advice. This is not legal advice. So TINLA Tarot. I have my new website, tinlatarot.com, up and running. And that, you can use that to book readings. I'm going to have some membership categories with additional content that I'm building a library of for you now to get your value out of that. I'm all about value, which I think comes from a song too. But anyway, somebody put in the comments what that song is. I can't think of it right now. I'm all about value. I feel like it's a Bloodhound Gang. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and get these cards talking about Capricorn's person. Capricorn's like, get to business, TINLA. All right. You got it, boss. Capricorn, El Jefe. All right. Ruling the roost over here. Okay, so for Capricorn, your person, my dear. Give me just a moment while I look at this. Bear with me. Okay, this person is somebody who, again, very attractive, has a lot of options, is somebody who you feel like does not see the good thing right in front of them, which is you. You here, King of Pentacles, like holding it down, minding your business. Like, and I mean business, like you're handling your business. Like you are building something. You could be an entrepreneur, somebody who's like really just, again, trying to build a legacy, generational wealth kind of thing. But despite that, this person, they're coming in small though. They're playing small. Like you're looking for somebody big. You're looking King of Cups, right? And they want to be that. And I think that they're coming into that energy, but they're not there yet. They're hiding behind this Page of Wands, like, hey, how are you? And you're King of Pentacles, baby. Like, they see you for who you are, and I think they're nervous. They're rightly nervous about that. They're very, again, they might. I'm already getting a hint, like they might choose. I hate to say this, but like an easier option, somebody who's not going to require as much of them. Like you are, like truly sitting in your power of managing and doing what you got to do, and they're just. You're King of Pentacles, they're Page of Wands. They're just coming in with like, I don't know, a 6-pack of abs and a prayer, right? I mean, I think, again, there's deep waters that run underneath this. There's a lot of love there, but I don't know if they're mature enough in the sense of like prepared to be the kind of person you want them to be. So let's find out what's next. I already had one card or a couple cards actually pop out. Ace of Cups, what's next? Queen of Wands. The Emperor, okay. All right. Okay. All right. We love this. All right. Okay, so in terms of next actions, this is somebody who, again, has a lot of love to give, which I mentioned up here with this King of Cups, right? But they're actually going to be pouring out that love. And even though you are King of Pentacles, Capricorn, you are also embodying the Queen of Wands, right? You're open to your intuition. You're open to hearing what people have to say. Like, I think you're still looking for that energy of, hey, like, I'm still optimistic. I haven't given up on love yet. And they're coming in here like Elvis almost. Looking at this bird looks like Elvis to me for some reason. and you know, lounging, and again, more Elvis energy. And they're coming in with this communication where I think they're going to put on a facade of being bold, being brave, ready to fight for this, even though again, I'm getting this facade here where they're really not as bold or brave as they're pretending to be. So what I'm feeling is like, cut them some slack. Not everybody is as perfect and hardworking as you, Capricorn. That doesn't mean they're not good people or aren't capable of loving you the way you need to be loved. Okay? That's what I'm feeling here. Is this is somebody who, despite all the challenges that may be around, they're willing to put aside their hesitation for you. They're willing to put aside their fears and come in and communicate with you. And they're going to be, again, trying to, I want to say, like, puff up a little bit, like, get, like, you know, be bold, be brave, and pretend like they're tougher than they are, to get through to you, because they see sort of a softer side of you sometimes outside of this King of Pentacles. They see that you are also somebody who's fun and pleasant and, you know, interested in, you know, having a good time. And they have a lot of love to give. They have a lot of love to give, and they're hoping that you're not just gonna, you know, give them one little pentacle in their giant cup of love. All right. What is the advice, Spirit? Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. I don't know how to, the Spirit's making this real clear for you, Capricorn. The writing is on the proverbial wall here. Hold back your judgment. This person's gone through a lot of changes. They're moving forward, and they're coming out of an energy of like hiding who they are. They're moving forward and they're looking toward the future, and they see it. The future is you. Like, but hold back. The advice here is calm down. I hate to say that, but like, stop judging so harshly. Not everybody is you. This person has changed. You know, you also need to change. And the advice here from Spirit is you also need to go through your own change and maybe move past your expectations of people. You know, just because somebody is not exactly like you are, that doesn't mean that they aren't good for you, or you know, somebody who can love you the way you want to be loved. And Spirit to me is saying, seriously, hold back your judgment. Like, lay down your weapons is what I'm feeling. Let me get some more. I just want to get one more card, Spirit, on, thank you. I actually got two because, you know, Spirit's going to Spirit. Six of Pentacles and High Priestess. Look, you know, you're in this energy of equal give and, like, this person, okay. Six of Pentacles is traditionally an energy of like equal give and take, right? But in this card, we see somebody who's accumulated all this wealth, and I'm thinking like Scrooge McDuck style, and but has decided to freely give it away, like has come to a realization that none of that means anything if people around you aren't also thriving. And I feel like with this Tower energy, you're starting to come into that energy yourself. Like, yeah, I worked my butt off. I'm King of Pentacles. I got this, right? But what good is all this hard work if I'm alone? And so this is something I feel like you've been meditating on, and really kind of, it's been troubling you. It's been something that maybe other people don't see or know about you, but you are actually a behind the scenes, like, very spiritual person. Like, people might see you as being all about the business of business, but you're not just that. You're more than that. You're deeper than that. You are magical in your own way, you know, in your ability to transform and grow and offer things to the world. And I think you're really coming to that. That's your Tower moment, is to really embrace your desire to take what you've learned and grown and gained in this world, what you've like grown from and achieved, and give it to other people, including yourself. Because I'm seeing like these white cat here, like it's almost like you're giving to yourself and others. So be kind and generous with yourself and your own growth. Again, another white cat here, like kind of matching up. So don't just be kind to this person. I mean, be kind to them, but also be kind to yourself. You're learning and you're growing too. And I think this person can actually walk this path with you in growth. And I think that's really beautiful. I do. I think this is a beautiful connection you have. And we're going to get into what this person would say to you if they were here, and, you know, not making it weird. But before we do that, I do have to say, please like, share, subscribe, etc. Put on the notification bell. The code is Let's Talk 100. For the first 5 people, get a free 30-minute reading. First 10 people putting in code WELCOME50 get 50% off a 30-minute reading at TINLAtarot.com. I'd love to help out people and share what I can with you. I have 8 jillion decks, and I can't always put all of them on YouTube. So I'd love to read for you. Anyway, Spirit, jealousy. I'm very jealous. I can barely stand it. That to me, I'm sorry. Like, I know this is supposed to be them, Spirit, but this sounds to me like you, viewer. Capricorn, I feel like you feel like you have it all with this, again, this King of Pentacles energy. And you see this person, and I feel like they're so attractive. There's a lot of jealousy there. But in a sense, I feel like they're also jealous of you and how together you seem. They're a little intimidated. I can't go another day without you. I fantasize about you. I can't let you go. Oh my goodness. My loneliness is killing me when you're not around. Oh, I can't think of the song that is. Obsessed. I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time, stalk your socials, and hope I run into you when I'm out. Look, this may be something, a connection that seems very, on the surface, very calm, very even keel. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of simmering energy here. There's this jealousy percolating. There's this obsession percolating, loneliness, fantasies, longing. I think you're both very logical people. I'm almost getting like either earth energy or air energy, where it's very not fire or cups. It's very like rational, reasonable, like not, consumed by action or passion necessarily as much as some of the other signs might be, not as emotional. But I mean, it's not to say it's not powerful. It is. It's just a different kind of way of being. But at the end of the day, you still have all these conflicting and percolating and bubbling energies beneath the surface that are no less valid than, your kind of water energy, for example, feeling type thing. I'm almost getting like it's hard for you to really articulate the feelings. There's just a sense of discomfort in knowing that this other person could be interested in somebody else, or is too good for you, or that, when the reality is, I think they almost think you're too good for them. And what's needed is this hangman energy, right? Change of perspective on both sides. Is nobody's too good for anybody else. You are equally yoked and equally in love. So that's what I got for you, Capricorn. Thank you for joining me. If you want to stick around for Cancer, that's my last one. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Let's go, baby. All right. It's Friday, Am I in Love reading for Cancer. This is TINLA on This Is Not Legal Advice Tarot. Thank you for joining me. Got my new website, which is, I'll put it over here. Hold on. TINLAtarot.com. On there, you can book some readings. I'm going to have some membership tiers with some cool stuff. I'm building my library of content, so it's worth the monthly subscription for you, whether a shareholder, associate, or paralegal level of the firm. But anyway, let's get into your reading, Cancer. I know you're eagerly awaiting, even though I bookmarked this stuff for y'all. If you stuck through, I appreciate you. What is going on with Cancer's person? What is going on with Cancer's person? Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. Lots of, I will say, like across all of the different signs that I've done today, then Cancer, I hate to say this, you're the last, not the least, but the last. There's been a lot of Seven of Cups. I feel like there's a lot of energy of choice for people. And I'm seeing like dating apps where like, there's always this swipe left, swipe right, where people are just able to just discard and not care about others. And almost like you're going to the grocery store, right? And just choosing among the vegetables you want. Anyway. All right, your person, what are they dealing with, Cancer? What is going on? So, all right, Cancer, your person is overwhelmed by the amount of pain they've been through. They feel like they've had like lots of false starts with people, and they feel like they've not been seen for who they are, even though they've been very genuine and honest and loving with people. And I'm seeing like a mirroring energy here. Like Cancer, I feel like you're somebody who's, you're very, I don't want to say emotional because I don't mean that in a bad way, but like you're very upfront and your feelings run deep. And I feel like this person does too. They have those same category, like those same characteristics, right? With this King of Cups. But when they're honest about their feelings with people, instead of hiding them, and they're trying to like grow a relationship here, they're getting their heart broken. And I feel like it's been a very frustrating experience for them. I feel like your person may actually have withdrawn from the dating pool altogether and maybe hesitant to get into anything new or different with you not because of anything intrinsic to you, but because of, you know, feeling like they've tried, and this is just going to be another like lost effort, you know, like why would I do this again with Cancer, when I've done this and I've been honest and I've been respectful and I've been genuine with my emotions and tried to grow something, and I just end up with heartbreak, you know. And that's the person I think on Cancer's mind. If you're watching this, Cancer, if you're thinking about somebody, I feel like that's how they are. You know, they may come across as again very like stoic and calm and cool, but you know, they may be hesitant to really put themselves out there because they've seen some things, man, and some stuff, you know. I'm not saying that's an excuse. I think people need to learn and grow and see, you know, that not everybody's like that. So I don't think it's fair to you that you have to pay for like the sins of prior people. And I can certainly understand where you would be. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. You know what I mean? Like, you're not angry at this person. You're just like, it's not fair, you know? Well, let's find out what's next. You know, if there's anything this person's going to do, like what's next in this connection? What's next? What is next for my Cancer compatriots here on This Is Not Legal Advice? What is next? Okay, hold on. All right. All right. Of course. Wow. Okay. Wow. Lots of swords here. This is all, you're all up in your head. There's a lot of, everybody's up in their head here. Okay. We've got, you know, my goodness, you know, the Queen of Swords is a powerful energy. It's an energy of owning your truth, being very secure in who you are. But on the other hand, there's like this dichotomy with the Eight of Swords, which is, you know, feeling trapped in your own mind. So, and with your Page of Pentacles, that's somebody who's like wanting to start again. So, like I said, this person before, you know, they've been through some things and some stuff, and they're willing to try again. Like I have tried with my new ring light, but it seems to be giving a weird reflection on these cards, and I'm so sorry about that. But anyway, the point is, this person is still like, they're hesitant, but they're like, okay, I'll try again. But they're in their head, and I think so are you. And you're both trying to get yourself together in life. There's some degree of struggling here with the Five of Swords, where you're having like a real rough time. I think both of you, with the Five of Wands and Five of Swords, I feel like both of you guys are just going through it, both in your internal world and your external world. It almost feels like, again, 5 and 5 is 10, and the Ten of Swords is this energy of like unaliving, if you will, because YouTube is weird. You know, it's this energy of just an end to all, and pain and suffering and struggle. And I would love to say, like, maybe you could convert or alchemize that pain into, you know, companionship and helping each other through it. There's just a little bit of hope, a little bit of like the Page of Pentacles again, a little bit of like willingness, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to overcome the mental hesitation and the prison of your own making in your minds, and overcoming, you know, this sort of this mental shield you've put up, this barrier you've put up. Because I mean, listen, I'm not saying it's unrealistic or unreasonable. You put up a shield and this fence because you've been hurt or they've been hurt. Like, I feel like there's a lot of mirroring where you've both been in pain before. You've both been through it, where you've put yourself out there and you've given, and you feel like this time it's going to be different, but it's not. And so there's a lot of stagnancy in your relationship, not because, again, of the interaction between the two of you necessarily. I think there is, again, some optimism with the two of you, or an interest in starting something together, but there's a lot of surrounding fear and pain and mental energy. Okay, so let me ask, Spirit, what is it that, you know, y'all are stuck in your head about with this Eight of Swords? What are you stuck in your head about, Cancer? What are you stuck in your head about? Two of Wands, people who can't make a decision, can't decide whether to be with you or not. Right, like each of you, I think, wanted commitment with this Four of Wands energy, if we can see that right there. Like, you wanted commitment. Each of you wanted something stable, something where you could grow together, and you feel like this person, whoever it was, your past relationships, didn't choose you, and you suffered for it. And now you're trying to regroup and recuperate. And I feel so terrible for you. The struggle is real. But the weird thing is, like, even though you're officially not like saying, oh, we're a couple and we're going through this together, I'm almost seeing like this is a friend of yours where, you know, again, even though you're not an official couple or saying like, oh, we're going to go through this together, you're like still kind of walking side by side. You're talking to each other maybe about your various struggles and maybe not realizing that in doing that, you're building something. So you're inadvertently building that relationship that both of you crave without realizing it. But let's see what Spirit has for any advice. Spirit, what's the advice for my beautiful Cancer viewers? My brokenhearted, loving, tried so hard before and going through it Cancer. What is your advice, Spirit? What offer of comfort can I provide? Thank you again for joining. You know, this is not legal advice. It's Spirit. Look at that. Look at that. Two of Cups. Like the sun will shine here. The sun is going to shine. The sun is also a star. There's going to be change. And fairness and justice and oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. Look at this. This is fantastic. The advice is don't give up. You don't give up. Empress energy at the bottom, like coming into your own, like feeling secure in who you are and powerful and loving and don't give up that Empress energy. Don't let the world make you like hard and dry and just a shell. Like there's Two of Cups out there. There is somebody out there for you. It may be this person in your mind that's also been through it, right? You guys can mirror each other. You can be together. You can help each other heal with this symbol here. The caduceus, I think it's called. You know, where you know it's a healing energy. It's medicinal, right? There's the healing power of hope, right? The star is not just hope, but it's also healing. You guys can heal each other from these tower moments, these powerful changes in your life, and you can have a fair, balanced, equal, loving relationship. Look at this Ten of Cups energy. You know, that's wish fulfillment in the loving way. It's achieving that loving result that you both want. King of Wands, and you're in your own power. You're following your intuition. You're doing what you're built to do, Cancer. You are a sign of deep intuition and feeling, and you are going to, I feel, embrace really who you are. Even though Wands are fire energy and you're water, there's still this element of embracing your intuition and embracing who you truly are and the loving and powerful nature of that. And I feel like the two of you together are going to heal and grow and have this. And through this relationship, if you can let go of the pain of the past, the advice here is coming into your Empress energy. Six of Swords, moving on from the pain of the past into calmer waters. You can do this. I know you want to give up. I know you feel like you're struggling. I know that it hurts and it's scary and you both have been through it. But what I'm hearing Spirit say is like this can work. There's still something out there for you. There's still hope. There's still healing to be had and love and happiness. And I just think that's beautiful. Anyway, I'm pulling some cards right now on, you know, what this person would say to you, the person in your mind, Cancer, if they were here with me now. But before I do that, and I had a card pop out, I'm not going to talk about it yet. I do have to mention that my website, TINLAtarot.com, is live. Like I said, if you put in code Let's Talk 100, I'm offering for the first 5 people who do that 30-minute readings for free. The code Welcome50. The first 10 people who use it get 50% off a 30-minute reading. I will put this in the description box below, but I would love to talk with you and help you walk through this process. Okay, first card that pops out. You're my soulmate. It must be written in the stars. A star, because you most definitely are my destiny. We belong together. I underestimated how important you are in my life. I'm always with you in spirit. I wanted to tell you so many times already how much I missed you. I don't know what to do. I don't think you do either. I don't think either one of you really knows what to do. But I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm here to support you. I sometimes feel you deserve so much better than me. I feel like both of you have a chronic sense of unworthiness. And I don't think that's fair for you to feel of yourself or of the other person, because I think everybody is worthy of love and has something to offer to other people in this world. And well, I mean, I could name a few exceptions, but I'm not trying to get weird and political about stuff. But you're here, and I'm talking to you, Cancer. And you do deserve a lot. You deserve everything you want. But you are this other person's wish fulfillment, and they are yours. And you need to believe that. You're soulmates. You know, don't underestimate yourself or them. You guys are going through this together. You miss each other. You know, again, even without words, you're missing each other. And you don't know what to do because this is a tough situation. It's very difficult. You know, I feel like the demons you're battling are yourselves and your own self-doubt and your own feelings of unworthiness and not deserving of love because of the experiences you've had in your life. And I'm so sorry that you've gone through that. I have nothing but empathy for you. And I really hope that you can, you know, use this message to develop even more self-love and understand that it's, you know, you're going through it and so are they. So go easy on yourself and go easy on the other person you're thinking of. They're not perfect either. You know, so if you're waiting for like Prince Charming to roll in and just be all kinds of strong and save you from yourself, no, I'm hearing you save you. They're going to save them and you save you. And together, like, you can walk hand in hand through that process and buttress each other and support each other and help each other grow, but nobody's saving anybody. You know, you're walking through this together, and you don't have to be perfect people to be worthy of love. So please go easy on yourself and easy on them, and know that you deserve love, and you can have everything you want, Cancer. You can, and so can they. So anyway, much love, much support. Thank you for joining me. This is not legal advice. I am TINLA, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.